Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
Could be a couple weeks.
You never know.
It is in some places.
Hate that for him.
No, I don't. I just went there. That's the area I'm talking about.
Well,
I was thinking of different scenarios.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know you were.
yeah.
I know you were. But, hey, everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. I know. I'm still tired.
Yeah.
My name is Marcus, and I'm your clueless leader. Today, we're going to go on a learning journey. I do have Miss Muffin with me.
Hey y'all.
And I've got Daniel.
Hey there.
And I feel like I'm getting tired of saying that. Like, you're always, like, well, you're not always. I don't know.
Almost always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You could just say you have the crew.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Keith Ray, you lost. Uh-huh.
That's what you get for buying a Harley at a different dealership.
Which reminds me, this podcast is brought to you by White Lightning Harley Davidson. We are in the White Lightning Harley Davidson mobile studios. This podcast is also brought to you by Denali Electronics.
Oh, are they sponsoring you?
Well, I mean, they did give me stuff.
They did give you stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So.
Do they have microphones?
No. No. They have lighting.
Well, you know.
Get some studio lighting.
That was it. It's burning my skin.
I would get a box.
You turn it down really low.
Get a smart can.
Heather finally gets a tan.
Yeah. Wishful thinking.
We can do that on a full moon.
Speaking of those, that was, the other day I think was a full moon?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm usually inside and 99% of the time asleep.
Well,
I have to take Toby out, so yes, it was a full moon.
there you go. See. So you've had an eventful couple days, and you're going to continue to have an eventful day. Well, maybe not eventful, but busy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want to call it eventful. Yesterday was a lot more eventful than Friday was. Friday was more busy, like how today is going to be.
More setup and takedown type stuff.
Correct. But yeah, we had the final for the year, Dirtways Training, which is our ADV riding academy that we do.
Do they not like riding when it's cold?
I mean, it was like 38 degrees when I got up there yesterday.
I mean, we're going to still have dealer rides.
Yeah, Sean's still going to have dirt rides.
Oh, is he still doing his
dirt rides? This is just training.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
It's not riding.
Cold weather training.
Cold weather training.
Learn how to navigate the woods when it's 10 degrees outside.
When there's snow.
Wouldn't that be fun?
No. Do you want to go do it?
No.
No.
Okay, then.
No.
Yeah.
I'll do it on the little XR100. Man, I don't know why you guys are struggling with this.
So, but what was funny was it was 38 degrees when I got up there yesterday, and it was like 74 when I left.
Did you end up riding up there?
No. At the same time,
Well, I know we had talked about
this on
you
the
were going
phone.
back and forth.
I said I was going to ride because I would be kicking myself when I left,
Yeah.
being beautiful, although it was going to be extremely cold. And I got everything ready to ride.
Yeah.
The next morning, Saturday morning, I got up to let Toby use the bathroom, and it was cold.
Yes.
And I just looked at Muffin and I said, I'm going to take your Jeep. And she said, okay. And then, like, halfway home, I'm in the Jeep.
Mad that you didn't ride?
No. Glad I didn't ride.
Oh,
Because I
really?
was
Oh, you
exhausted.
were tired.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense for sure.
Like, she knew something was wrong when I got home and we went to dinner
Yeah.
and I was actually paying attention to the football on TV.
You're just staring
You're just
at the
staring.
TV.
Staring at the
Okay.
football on TV, like not playing with my phone or, I'm just like shoveling bread in my mouth and watching football. And she's like, oh yeah, he's tired. For anybody that knows me personally, that is not me.
No, that is not you.
No. By that time, he's made friends with everybody in the restaurant. Conversations abound.
Yeah.
So what exactly were you? Obviously, Friday and today. Friday was a setup day, getting equipment and stuff
Correct.
up there. Today
so-
is going to be
so-
bringing everything back.
So Friday, Zeke is the trainer.
Yeah.
Or I should say the lead instructor or lead trainer. Because there's actually 3 trainers, but we only had 2 because this class was a little bit smaller.
Okay.
So Zeke and I, Friday, loaded everything in the trailer, went up, set the trailer in place, and, set up the tent and the flags and all that other stuff. And then yesterday morning, I'm assuming yesterday morning, it could have been Friday evening, him and Rob Grimsley. Rob is one of the trainers that helps him.
Okay.
Rob is a rider on the highest skill level.
Okay.
I say that, and a lot of people probably immediately go to thinking with the off-road stuff, thinking like the off-road skill level rider.
Yeah.
No, he's not, he's not going to get out and be able to go do all that stuff like some of these guys can. He can get out and ride the trails all day long and not really have an issue.
Yeah.
But Rob is a retired motor officer
Yeah.
and taught motor officer training.
Yes.
Competed in several motor officer rodeos. So he understands a lot about the things that some of us don't ever think about, like clutch control, body position,
Yeah.
counterbalance,
Making the
all that
motorcycle
stuff.
do things that we don't typically
Correct.
make them
Yeah.
do.
Correct. So he has a skill set. He can get on that Pan America and go through that training course like he's the utmost level of rider, because a lot of the training that they do is about understanding that what they call the Kona balance and how to keep the bike in that Kona balance while making the bike do stuff. One of the ways that I equivalated it when they were talking about counterbalance steering,
Yeah.
was thinking about when I was younger riding bicycles, and you'd get your whole body on one side of the bicycle and literally standing. Yeah, you had the bike all the way leaned over, trying to touch the pedal to the ground while still moving down the road.
Mm-hmm.
I used to try to do
And
that.
you're standing on one entire side of the bicycle.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, you're doing that as a 60, 70 pound kid on a 10 or 15 pound bicycle. Yeah. Yeah. Now, as an adult, like for me, if I was to be on a Pan America trying this, I'm a 250 pound adult trying to do this on a 550 pound.
Yeah. So
motorcycle.
I mean, you're talking about, depending on the bike, 700 pounds, 800 pounds, even
Yeah,
if not
there's
more.
going to get to a point where no matter how much counterbalance you got, you're not going to
Yeah.
be able to get that to do that. But the cool thing is like some of the stuff he goes through, people don't think about. They do this whole exercise of, they call it the 3-legged table.
Okay.
So, and the way that is explained out is, you ever been to a restaurant and a table has 4 legs?
Yeah.
Okay. And you end up finding a napkin or salt packets or something to put under the leg because it
Oh,
wobbles.
yep.
Correct.
You ever been to a restaurant and sat on a 3-legged table?
Actually, yes, I have.
And what do 3-legged tables not do?
They don't wobble.
Right. Because it's a very stable design.
Yeah.
3-legged stools don't wobble, 3-legged tables don't wobble. So it was talking about, we as motorcycle riders have it driven into our head. And I working at a dealership, and we have a couple other people that listen to this that work at motorcycle dealerships, so they know exactly what I'm talking about. We have customers all the time that are going, oh yeah, so I can sit on this flat-footed. Yeah, you don't need to be sitting on it flat-footed.
Yeah.
Like that's not the goal of what you need to be paying attention to. It's being able to manage a motorcycle, because you take a lot of, there's people out there that are 5 foot, 5'1", 5'2", that ride big BMW bikes and stuff like that.
Yeah, full-size motorcycles.
Right. I know girls that are small girls that ride street glides and road glides and stuff like that. So, because they have the skill set to be able to manage that motorcycle, they've developed a skill set of how to put their feet down when they come up to a stop, or what they do when the bike falls over. Those types of things.
Buy a new one.
Call a tow truck. But like he talks about, and that's one of the things, throwing the bike on the ground.
Picking it up.
And picking it up. Learning 3 different techniques for picking it up.
Well, especially doing off-road.
Right.
For sure,
Like, you're eventually going to drop it. It's going to fall.
It's going to happen.
And that's one of the things, like, he goes through the process, hey, your bike is falling here, this is the technique where you put your butt in the seat and you hold your front brake and you stand your bike up. Everybody's seen that technique.
As he's walking down the line of bikes, just kicking them over.
Yeah. But what happens when your bike falls over and there's a tree or there's a rock right where that seat is that you got to get to?
Depends on the positioning. You probably can.
Doesn't matter what side the bike is on.
Yeah.
There's a proper technique for picking that motorcycle
Is
up.
there?
Yeah. And if you have a buddy, there's a proper technique to get your buddy involved. So it's one of those things where putting the bike on its side and getting your buddy involved. And it's one of those things that people will be like, well, I'm going to grab here and I'll pull up. There is a counterbalance style of pickup to do that it doesn't take a whole lot of effort.
Yeah.
One of the things that they do yesterday is while they're sitting still, they get the feel of body positioning for counterbalance. And 2 people will hold the motorcycle at the rear.
Yeah.
Because you want to kind of shift the motorcycle down to the left while leaning out to the right. And when you do that, you have the students holding the motorcycle. So they realize once that person's in proper position, they might have a little bit of weight against them, but they're not fighting to hold the motorcycle.
Yeah.
No matter how big or small you are. Because it's just a little bit of weight against you because you're counterbalancing that. So you get to perform that counterbalance technique, but also you get to assist other people performing it, which helps, I think, because you feel.
Yeah.
You feel as not as the rider what the input on that motorcycle should feel like. So
that makes sense. Counterbalancing is always one of those skills that is go practice in a parking lot type thing that you can.
Yeah. If you're going to practice it hardcore, be prepared to drop the bike.
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy, but if you ever get the chance to go to training that the police do, watch them. They drop the bike and drop the bike and drop the bike.
They used to do them over at Chat State all the time.
So they still do, but in a different parking lot. And you don't see it. You can't see it from the road.
Because I remember they used to do it in that, like, not the main entrance, but the next entrance past in back by that looks like an administrative building.
So they do it back over behind the old Olin Mills building. That's where it happens at.
Okay.
Because that's where I went to, then Tommy rode my bike through the course.
Yeah.
So.
Because I've stopped over there before. I've seen them doing it. Like, I just want to watch.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
They have a parking lot section.
Yeah.
That's good and flat and clean that they use over there. That like 2 or 3 people even park in it to begin with.
Makes sense.
So when they're going to do it, the school makes sure to let those people know, hey, don't just park somewhere else.
That one person, hey, you're out of here.
Yeah. Get out of here. we don't like your Honda. So, but yeah, no, it's really cool. It's, I'm there as like a dealership concierge is what I'd call it. But I'm helping out.
Yeah.
I'm taking pictures and I'm getting food and I'm making sure that they have drinks and water and all this other stuff. But I'm also, helping pick up the bikes because I know all the techniques. I'm helping move cones around as to set up different obstacles, and
Now,
I'm not instructing or anything like that. but
did
I'm
you
just
have the
being a helping
opportunity
hand.
to ride in any of the training or no? I know obviously you're working, but
No.
Okay, I was just curious.
The only way I'm going to get to ride any of the training is to actually take the training class.
But that's on a work day.
Yeah, I could take off to do the training class.
It's on a work day.
But I also have to pay for the training class because the training class is not free.
Yeah, that is true.
The training class is not free, nor do we provide the motorcycle. You have to bring your own ADV style motorcycle, but all of them are welcome. We've had people out there that go out there with like a XT250 or whatever.
Yeah, which I mean, look, if you're getting into it, that's what you got.
But we've had GS 1200s. This time it was all Pan Americas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's really cool. And as someone, observing it, there is a lot of information that I've taken away from it. And I've started kind of implementing into my daily riding.
Yeah.
It used to be very difficult for me to do one-footed on the street glide because, that weight starts shifting.
And
I
you
was
do
like,
have a passenger
correct.
most of the time as well.
Yeah.
But I practice that all the time. When I come up to a light, I try and put one foot down and just have one foot.
Yeah.
And then if I'm having problems with the weight, then I'll go to 2 feet. But
I will add something that, depending on the surface that you're on, sometimes you don't need to put down 1 foot. Just put down 2 feet.
but at the same time,
because I've seen a lot of people do that, and it'll be gravel or something.
Yeah.
You see the foot start to it's like.
But at the same time, there's several areas around here.
Yeah.
Where you really only can put 1 foot down. Because, if I get into an area where I'm on the ridge of a road.
Yeah.
And the road's kind of sunk in the spot where the tire tracks are or something like that. And I'm trying to put my foot way down in that hole and I'm on a little bit of a ridge.
Yeah.
It's not going to work out too well.
That is true. But that is something good to practice. Just using, put your left foot down, right foot on the rear brake.
Or vice versa. Do whichever foot feels comfortable.
Yeah. No, that is true.
I mean, hold your handbrake.
Yeah.
So.
Neutral, just let it go. Try to balance.
Let it go.
I do that. I do actually find myself at red lights with the bike in neutral, seeing how long I can keep it just straight up and down without my feet on the ground.
Lord.
But that's a good... No, I know it sounds funny, but that's a good technique to practice because you're trying to focus on that balance point.
Mm-hmm. Because a bike will balance.
A bike will balance.
You are the reason it doesn't balance.
Yeah.
True.
If someone tells you a bike will not balance, they've obviously never seen a motorcycle go down the road.
Yeah. Without a rider.
Yeah, because you don't balance a motorcycle when it's going down the road. It balances itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The centrifugal force of the wheels keep
it
upright. Now, when a bike is stationary, that's when it is you balancing the bike.
Yes. Yeah. But like when they're doing the kind of balance, they do this, it's called the 2-finger technique.
Yeah.
And you make a full 360-degree circle with the motorcycle. Like kickstand up.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So like you'll have like 2 fingers in a spot on the bike holding the bike up, and then you put 2 fingers somewhere else on the bike, and then you'll move down the line and find a different spot. And just 2 fingers.
In theory, that makes sense. The bike should,
it's helping you understand that balance.
Yeah. And the weight of the bike when it's balanced. Yeah.
Correct.
Are you doing that with the street glide in the parking lot?
I tried it one time.
Did you make it?
I stopped.
I'm actually going to leave the kickstand extended just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah. But it's, I definitely think it's worth it, the training. You know, I think training like that is worth it in general. And me and Rob are having some of those conversations with him being a motor cop.
Yeah.
You know, about what it takes in some states to get a motorcycle license and what other states have. And I didn't know, but I think Florida kind of has it figured out.
Oh, really? What is their system?
You have to take an MFS course to get your motorcycle license.
Mm.
Okay. I mean, I agree with that 100%. Instead of taking the short little riding course at the DMV,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
which they don't care about.
Right. Instead of taking the short little riding course, instead of, you know, making you go through a permit and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Just all this BS. You know, Florida, they've simplified the process. There's a bunch of private schools that do MFS training that are, you know, those guys that have those private schools, he said they're all like retired motor cops and stuff like that.
Which makes sense.
And basically they just get a license from the state to be an MFS course. But doing that too, it also brings the price down a little bit compared to what it is for a lot of other places.
Yeah.
So, which is a plus. You know, when I first started riding, if you had told me, even if I knew how to ride, even if you told me, hey, you have to, if you want a license, you have to go take this course.
It's $75 or whatever it is.
Well, even at $250.
Yeah.
I've been like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to ride. So.
And I'd imagine it does the same thing down there that it does here. It lowers your insurance.
Possibly.
Taking a safety class.
But
obviously down there it's mandatory, but.
There's people that have taken the off-road riding class that we do, that have been riding off-road for years, and they've taken the class and went, I'm a better rider now after taking the class.
Yeah. Well, and that's something that we've both talked about in length.
Yeah.
Keep practicing.
Yeah.
Like, you can always be a better rider. We are never going to get to the.
Well, maybe you can.
Yeah, okay. When Marcus, I will let you have that when you go out there and do the police training course or that rodeo course.
Oh, God. Yeah. I want to see you do that.
Just whiskey, just straight through the whole thing. Like, yep, I did it.
Yep, I did it.
I did the course.
There was a couple whiskey bottles yesterday.
Were there?
Yeah.
It happens.
I mean,
It happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm. But now imagine, like, you know, you're putting in that input of making the motorcycle do these things.
Yeah.
On wet grass.
Oh, yeah.
well,
that could be challenging.
Yeah. On the upside, about up there where we practice at, you've been up there before.
Yeah.
A lot of just soft pasture grass.
Yeah, that's a
True.
fairly large field area. I'm assuming it was in that big field area behind the...
No. It's so when you first pull in and you go across the little bridge.
Yeah.
Before you take the right.
Yeah.
It was there to the left.
Okay. Big
Still,
area,
yeah.
big grassy
It's,
area.
yeah, it's still probably
until someone
7,
goes
8
into the creek.
acres of just field. It's pretty far from the creek where
Yeah,
we're
you
at.
say that. It's pretty
Yeah, until
far.
someone
It's
actually
true.
does it.
It's true. I almost went through the creek yesterday.
On purpose.
Yeah, in her Jeep. I was
Nice.
thinking about it.
Nice.
Park it in the middle, take a picture.
It barely would have been on the tire. Creek was low yesterday.
Still would have been funny, though.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
So I took my mom's Subaru one day to drop the kayaks off at the lake, and I backed it into the water just a little bit, sent her a picture. Oh, I'm going swimming with the Subaru.
We got behind a Subaru on the way over here.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see what kind of Subaru that was?
It looked like one of those little cross-track things, I think.
What about it?
Had like a little lift with little knobby tires. And it had like a metal ABR or ARB front and rear bumpers.
Was it
with like a winch on
Was
the
it
front
like
of
a dark blue color?
No, this was an orange.
Okay, because I've seen one that
I thought
kinda
Subaru
reminds
was
me of
really
that.
cool,
Yeah.
but what confused me was it had a "Don't Tread on Me" license plate.
it was actually a Pontiac Aztec
Like, I'm like, who puts a "Don't Tread on Me" license plate
on a Subaru.
Subaru.
on a Subaru?
I mean,
It's their wife's car.
Oh, that just reminds me of something I saw the other day. I'll tell you off the air.
Lord help.
It was a good one.
So today you get to break down all the equipment and bring it back.
Yeah, I mean, it's just taking flags down, take tents down, put bikes in the truck. I mean, it's literally 30 minutes of load time.
For an hour and a half to get up there.
Yeah. But I've got my helper with me.
Are you going?
He's making me go.
Good. Good.
She's probably not going to do it. She's going to watch.
Yeah, well, what? I'm always
Look,
supervisor.
the supervisor position is always very important when events occur.
Yes.
Always. That's my preferred position.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't even need to raise my hands.
You might.
Go over there.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about smacking somebody.
Oh, well,
Jeez.
that I can do.
I can do that.
So, how was your weekend while I was watching people ride motorcycles?
You know, all I've done this weekend with motorcycles is I've washed them. That is it.
Well, it looks like you've been riding a different motorcycle lately when I went out in the garage.
I have been riding the ZRX a little bit. It's been neglected in the back, and it needed a little bit of
I
love
feel
and
like the
care.
Beamer's been put on the back burner, though. Because
No,
it goes ZRX, then Valkyrie, then BMW.
well, after getting the other KZ back into the garage, I've kind of had to renegotiate how everything is parked. So I've been kind of moving everything. I've actually been on a good rotation. Earlier, I've ridden every bike in that garage except for Stephanie's bike this week.
You know, I need to get on a better rotation.
The poor XR's not going to
The sad thing is, it'll fire right up.
Yeah. You got to wait 10 minutes. It'll
Yeah.
be warmed up.
Yeah.
But no, I've been, especially the bikes that I have being carbureted bikes, I do need to keep them in a rotation of riding them so they don't sit. I try to make sure I ride every bike that's not fuel injected at least every other week. So, I had gone through a couple weeks where I'd only ridden the BMW.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get in the habit of just riding the XR more.
It's there. Key's in it.
You know,
I
ride
think.
it. Well, no, it's not in it. It's
Oh,
on
it's
the
in,
house.
well, it's on the hook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll hook.
Yeah, I don't keep it in it.
Keys and everything. I think the key in my truck's right there. It's
I
in the
don't
truck.
trust people. I look both ways on a one-way street.
God.
Well,
I do that just walking down the hallway.
Is there a car coming?
Crap.
Bo's coming.
Yeah.
It's a bus right there.
But you know, I forgot how much I enjoyed riding the ZRX for what it is, that 90s sport bike feel. The way that the engine delivers its power, it's just super fun with all the modifications that we've had done to it. So,
You know what I need?
What?
FCR.
yeah. I mean, I figured you were going to say like a RC51.
I do need an
that
RC.
too.
Yes.
But I wouldn't call that 90s sport bike.
No.
It's early 2000s sport bike.
That is an
Yeah.
early 2000s.
I'm talking about I need 1995 FZR.
Because they still, did they have the twin headlights?
Yeah.
Twin headlight sport bike. I don't care what it is.
RC51.
Yeah. Pretty much everything with the twin headlight. Or you look at the BMWs where they have the one big light and then the little light that's not
Yeah.
on.
It looks like the
It looks like the designer.
no. I was gonna say it looks like the winky face, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
emoji winky face.
That looked like a stroke.
Yeah, that looks a stroke.
Hey guys.
To be fair, the first one in the word fast is face.
That's what we need to figure out with that new Denali headlight. If you can get like a wink button. It just like looks like an eyelid.
I'm still trying to figure out how
That'd
they
be
do that
great.
on like Miatas. There's got to be some sort of control.
There's got to be a
Yeah.
but that's exactly.
They got to
what
have
I was-
like on the individual switches.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sure we can figure something out.
Your headlight actually tilts down and comes back up.
Yeah, I don't want that because it would tilt down and never come back up.
Probably.
You get the two spotlights on the side to act like outside of businesses that are doing events, like the big spotlights they shine into the air, just going side to
Oh,
side.
that reminds me. Tuesday,
Yes.
I rode the bike when I got back from North Carolina.
Oh, did you?
Oh, because it was dark.
8:00 at night.
How did the because that's probably the first time you've ridden it at night.
It'll murder you.
Well, I mean, that was the one thing when we were doing the ride down to Tunnel Hill last week. I knew where you were in the back of the group because I could see
it.
So
the big yellow light.
I pulled up. So pulled out of the shop,
It's a second sun.
pulled up to the traffic light, getting ready to come under the interstate.
Yeah.
There's 3 lanes there.
Yes.
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
There's a car on each side of me.
And you drowned out their
You
lights.
blocked
So I have on the low beam, and you can see a yellow hue or an orangish amber hue.
Yeah.
I turn on the bright light, and I made it daylight underneath the bridge.
I mean,
That's all. I mean,
that's a good thing.
yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
I just like I didn't even turn it on. Like I did the flicker button.
Yeah.
I just pushed it in for a half a second, turned it back off. I looked to my left. They didn't pay no attention. I looked to my right, and the guy next to me was just staring at me with a smile on his face. I was like, he knows.
He knows.
That's no moon. That's a space
That's
station.
no- That was our second.
Johnson,
move.
what are you looking at? It looks like a giant.
Johnson.
But it was nice.
Well, good to know that.
I did. It does a really good job of when people have on their brights
Yeah.
of you telling them to turn the bright lights off.
That's always a
Well.
positive thing.
Because as I was going down Jenkins, there was a car coming, and it was a newer vehicle. And
Yeah.
they had their like at first I was like, oh, that's probably just their low beams, and then it hit me at the right angle, and I was like, no, I think that's their high beams. So I just went boom, quick blind flash, and they turned their low beam. They switched to low beam. So I was like, oh, there was their high beams, and then it's a cop.
Oh Lord. Well,
Never turned his lights on.
Well, I mean, he was in the wrong technically, if you want to look at it that way.
he's
So-
probably happy he could see you. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was somebody. He just went, holy crap!
he had a mini stroke for half a
What
second.
was that?
Did it just become daytime?
Yeah. Was
Like
that,
being
the,
abducted by aliens?
was that the second moon?
I do eventually plan on putting.
It does have a funny pattern, though.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, almost.
Well, because it is a lot of different
It's-
LEDs.
yeah, but it almost looks like a pie chart. Like there's like this little V at the top that's not as bright.
Well,
I wonder if the way that they design the light is to. Because if you look at.
I mean,
most-
it's too bright for me to go. Oh yeah, there's a bulb owl.
well,
Hey, is it on? Yep.
yeah.
I do eventually plan on putting LEDs in the BMW, but I've got. It's an old enough bike that gives you a bulb out warning when you put
Yeah.
an LED in it. So I have the tuner. I have the computer control module that I can get in there and fix that. I just need to do it.
Well, the thing is like when you look at it, I was thinking about it this way. So this, which is 3 little LEDs.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is 100 lumens.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That little thing is bright.
what
It
I
is
have is 14 little LEDs.
Yeah.
And each one of those 14 LEDs is like 800 lumens.
Yeah. So see into the future.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, now do you still have the plan to hook the headlight up to the control box at some point?
He told me not to do that.
Oh, did he not? Okay.
Yeah. He said it doesn't make any difference.
Okay. I mean,
He said just rock it. I was like, okay.
I mean, it works as it is. So
yeah.
there's no real
It
need for
works.
you to do it.
I have also been around a bunch of police officers, and none of them have said anything about the amber color on the headlight.
I don't think that.
There's a lot of people online that'll tell you it's illegal.
I didn't think amber was illegal.
None of the cops care.
I didn't think they did.
As long as they're not blue or red.
Dude,
yeah.
I passed like a North Carolina state trooper with that
Yeah.
when we rode
Yeah.
because I had the lights.
Yeah, that is true.
And
If anybody was going to pull you over,
Around here, yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
a North Carolina state trooper.
yeah.
especially up in that area.
Yeah, he didn't care.
No. I'd imagine most people, as long as it's not blue or red,
Yeah.
flashing.
If they don't care.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm just kidding.
I'm still getting ideas.
Maybe we should hook it up.
Yeah, just saying. Anywho.
Jeez.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Muffin?
And on that bombshell.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson's social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.